Let's keep it real. Why are we perpetually exhausted, even when the workday supposedly ends? It's not just about feeling a bit tired after a packed schedule. It's that bone-deep, soul-crushing depletion that lingers even when you're technically off the clock. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You shut your laptop, leave the office, or clock out, but your brain refuses to let go. It's still churning through unanswered emails, replaying that awkward meeting, or prepping for tomorrow's deadlines. Your body might be sprawled on the couch, but your mind is still tethered to your desk, unable to break free. This isn't an accident. It's the byproduct of an always-on, hyper-connected world where boundaries between work and life have all but vanished. The expectation to be reachable at all hours isn't just for high-flying executives anymore. It's creeping into every job, from baristas to software engineers. Your boss might not hand you a company phone, but that doesn't stop the late-night quick question texts or the urgent emails landing at 10 p.m. Work doesn't end when you leave. It follows you home, pinging your phone during dinner, interrupting your Netflix binge, or invading your thoughts as you try to fall asleep. Blame the tech that keeps us tethered. Slack, email, Teams, or blame a culture that glorifies hustle and equates downtime with weakness. Whatever the cause, the cost is clear. We're paying with our mental and physical health. The idea of work-life balance is a relic, replaced by a relentless work-life blur where personal time is just an illusion. You're never truly off when your inbox is a notification away, and that constant accessibility is rewiring how we function. The mental toll is brutal. Always being on creates a low-grade anxiety that hums in the background of your life. You can't fully unwind because your brain is braced for the next interruption. A message, a task, a crisis. Even on weekends, you might reflexively check your email just to be safe. It's not about wanting to, it's about the fear of falling behind or missing something critical. That nagging dread erodes your ability to relax, leaving you in a state of hypervigilance that's as exhausting as any physical labor. And it's not just in your head. Chronic exhaustion has tangible physical consequences. Studies link prolonged stress to higher risks of heart disease, weakened immune systems, and sleep disorders. Your body wasn't built to run on empty. Yet workplaces often treat exhaustion as a badge of honor, a sign you're all in. Meanwhile, your relationships suffer. Your hobbies collect dust, and your performance at work, ironically, takes a hit. Companies push for hyper-productivity, but by demanding constant availability, they're burning out their workforce, creating employees who are less focused, less creative, and more prone to mistakes. So why don't employers see the problem? Short-term gains. Keeping you plugged in boosts immediate output. More emails answered, more tasks checked off, more fires put out. It looks great on a spreadsheet, but the long-term cost? Skyrocketing burnout rates, higher turnover, and a workforce that's disengaged and demoralized. Some companies might throw you a token gesture, a pizza party, a $10 gift card, or a wellness app subscription. But these are band-aids on a broken system. What you really need is time to recharge, permission to disconnect, and a culture that doesn't punish you for having a life outside work. Speaking of culture, let's talk about the guilt trip. Society has normalized the idea that stepping away from work signals a lack of commitment. Take a full week of vacation and you might hear, "Wow, must be nice." Ignore a weekend email and you're suddenly not a team player. The pressure to always be available is relentless, and it's reinforced by subtle or not so subtle judgment from bosses, colleagues, or even yourself. You start to internalize the idea that rest is lazy, that boundaries are selfish. But here's the reality. Humans aren't robots. We need downtime to function, to think clearly, to stay human. If your job demands you're never off, it's not you who's failing. It's the system. Burnout isn't just about long hours either. Emotional exhaustion can be even more draining than physical fatigue. Toxic workplace dynamics, like micromanagers breathing down your neck, cliques that exclude you, or a lack of recognition for your efforts, suck the life out of you. You could work a standard 40-hour week, But if you're constantly navigating office politics, dodging blame, or fighting to be heard, you're still going to feel like you've run a marathon. Add in unclear expectations or impossible deadlines, and it's no wonder you're spent. Then there are performance reviews, which sound helpful in theory but often just pile on the stress. Instead of constructive feedback, you get a laundry list of shortcomings with a side of "no raise this year." It's demoralizing to pour your energy into a job only to be told you're still not enough. And don't get me started on meetings. Endless, soul-sucking meetings that could have been an email. You sit through Zoom calls, half listening while your inbox fills up, wondering why you're even there. By the time you get to your actual work, your brain is toast, and the pressure doesn't stop at doing your job well. You're expected to be in a constant state of self-improvement, upskilling, networking, innovating, mentoring, and staying ahead of industry trends. It's not enough to keep up. You have to crush it every single day, all while smiling through the exhaustion. The expectation to always be growing, always be optimizing, is unsustainable. Nobody has the energy to juggle all that while fighting the daily grind. So what's the fix? Employers need to prioritize sustainable productivity over short-term wins. That means real boundaries, not lip service. Stop scheduling meetings at 5 p.m. Don't send emails at midnight. Respect vacation time and mean it. No just checking in messages. And for the love of sanity, ditch the performative wellness initiatives. A yoga class during lunch or a branded water bottle isn't going to cut it. Give employees the freedom to disconnect without guilt, and you'll see happier, healthier, and more effective workers. Studies back this up. Rested employees are more creative, make fewer errors, and stick around longer. It's a win-win. But it's not just on employers. Society needs to shift too. We've got to stop glorifying hustle culture and start valuing rest as a necessity, not a luxury. You're not weak for needing a break. You're human. Refusing to accept constant exhaustion as normal is the first step toward change. Set boundaries where you can. Mute notifications after hours. Use your vacation days. And don't apologize for it. Advocate for yourself. Because if you don't, no one else will. At its core, work should enable you to live, not consume your life. If you're perpetually drained, it's not because you're failing, it's because the system is rigged to keep you that way. You're not alone in this feeling, and you're not broken. The way we work is. It's time to demand better, not just from employers, but from a culture that's forgotten what it means to truly rest.